I got a huge package in the mail today. I know it's full of World War II stuff, but I really don't know what's inside. So I got this box from somebody who found me on Instagram or TikTok or YouTube or something. I don't know. He DM'd me on Instagram and said that he used to be into collecting and reenacting, but he didn't do it anymore and he wanted to send me some of his old stuff. So I got all this stuff for free, but I did have to pay shipping, and it was shipped internationally, so I kind of paid a lot of money for shipping. We'll see if it was worth it. It was so nice of that guy, Tyler, to send me all this stuff for free, especially because it was a bunch of stuff and he had to pack it all up and worry about taking it to the post office and all that, so I really appreciate that. If you want to check out Tyler's Instagram, I'll link to it below. Before he sent me any of this, he had messaged me on Instagram and said, like, you know, I have this stuff, here's some pictures of it. So I kind of got a rough idea of what everything is, but I couldn't really see the details on stuff that's important. Like, I know there's some helmets in there, but I couldn't see if they were World War II helmets or Korea or Vietnam ones. So I'm gonna have to take a look at that. And then I know there's some field gear. I remember one or two things, but the rest is definitely gonna be a surprise. I could have easily just scrolled back in the chat and looked at the pictures that he sent me, but I purposefully haven't looked at them in over a month, so I would kind of be surprised. So let's cut to the chase and just open up this box and find out what's in it.
Go, keep moving!
Alright, so here's the box. As you can see, it's very big and it's also quite heavy. I'm assuming that's from the helmets that I mentioned that are in here, but I guess we'll have to open it up and find out. Alright guys, let's cut this bad boy open. Moment of truth. Oh yeah. Oh hey. There's already some stuff that definitely was not in those pictures. This is scrim. It's what you would cut up and put in a helmet for camouflage. So you got two colors of that. So that's pretty cool. That'll come in handy. Oh, I also got this eye shield. That's pretty cool. I believe this is a World War II one, but I'll have to look into it more. I've never had one of these before, so I'm kind of trying to figure out how to use it. Here we go. Oh yeah. Look at that. Well, that's cool. These are just eye shields. They were used for like keeping stuff out of your eyes. I don't know. I'll have to look into it more. I'm honestly not positive. They're also good for making you look like a badass, so catch me out on the town in these tomorrow night. Next up. Oh yeah, look at this. Oh man, this is nice. So this is an M1928 haversack. Let's see if it's dated. Looks like the date has worn off of it, but it's definitely a World War II one. You can tell by just the color and by the fact that it has these two straps here, unlike the M1910 haversack from World War I. This looks to be in nice shape. It's got the US like colored in Sharpie, but that's not a big deal. Probably the most inconvenient piece of gear in the universe. Instead of working like a backpack, it has like all these straps, so it comes apart into just a flat piece of canvas, and then you just like roll it around what you want to carry and strap it together. It's a bad design. And this on the front here is an M1928 meat can pouch. This is good because the only one I have is an M1910, which is the World War I version. They did use those sometimes in World War II, but this is like the typical World War II version, and it just kind of straps to the pack here. It's kind of neat. This is really nice to have though, because my current haversack is like pristine condition, has unit markings on it, and it's dated 1942. This one's like a little shoddier, but that means I can use it for reenacting and stuff without having to worry so much about it getting damaged. Let's see what's next. Ooh. Here's a musette bag. It feels like it has something inside of it. Oh, it's named. This is nice. I actually don't have an OD3 musette bag yet. Oh, this is like World War II era shaving cream. That's awesome. Oh, here we go. This is just a GP strap, but it looks like it was cut at some point. So, oh, and here's the other part to it. Maybe I could sew that together. That's interesting. That one's a bit of a head scratcher. Don't exactly know why that one's in there, but yeah, looks like a copy of Speaking of Sex, and it has a crushed spider on the back cover. So I'm not quite sure about that one, but hey, maybe I'll add it to the bookshelf. Oh, look at this. I didn't even see that this is dated 1942. This is a really great musette pack. It does have these little holes in the back, I'll show you. See those little holes? That's not a huge deal though, obviously. Let me see what else it has going on. I always say to always check the pockets. I didn't expect to find this, but I found a lot of other World War II stuff. Great item to have in my collection. Like I said, I didn't have one quite like this, and it is original to World War II, like that haversack, so I'm pumped. So far, the stuff in here has been great. Oh, this feels like a helmet. Oh, hey, look. This just fell out of the wrapping paper. It's a cricket. Whoa. It's an interesting one. This one looks like a reproduction. I've made videos on the cricket in the past. Basically, paratroopers use them to signal each other on D-Day. It was based off a kid's toy. This one's not a great reproduction, but it's always good to have another one of these. Okay, I'm excited to see what this helmet is. I know there's a couple of them. Interesting. So this is a post-war helmet. I'll have to look at the heat stamp number inside, but I guess it's like maybe a Vietnam or Korean War era helmet that's been made to look like a World War II era helmet. And it's been painted like a Beach Battalion medic helmet. You can compare that to my Beach Battalion helmet and see that they have similar markings, just a little bit different paint job. Very cool find though. It's always good to have another helmet on hand. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. This helmet, this is crazy. This is really nice. This is a paratrooper helmet. This is clearly a like restored helmet liner. Oh yeah. And bonus, so on this one, the seam on the band of the helmet is in the front. That means that it's a World War II helmet and not a post-war one. The ones made after the war had the seam in the back, like on this one. So that's how I know this is a World War II helmet. This is definitely the most valuable thing in the box so far. It's pretty awesome. It's marked for the 506 PIR of the 101st Airborne Division. Let's take it apart and see what the inside of this is like. As you can see, it's got this helmet nut on there too. That's pretty cool. I'm guessing it's a reproduction. It looks really nice. I'm gonna have to look up the heat stamp, which is like the serial number on the inside, to know when it was made. Well, that was another awesome find. I'm gonna put this to the side and keep looking. Oh, there's some kind of pack. I don't know why. I have like some of the lower packs that I think you could mount on this, but I've just never got one. It's one of the few pieces of field gear that I don't own, even though it's not particularly rare or anything. I just haven't gotten one. So this is dated 1945, and it comes with a free granola bar, apparently. This stuff is full of surprises. It's got this interesting waterproof liner that I remember from the lower packs I have as well. Oh, here we go. Here's the instructions on how to use it. You know you've made a good design when you have to attach the directions directly to the product because nobody knows how to use it. This is the M1945 pack system. This saw very little use in World War II. Seems to be in really nice condition though. It was probably never issued. And also you can see that it's transitional, which means that they use two different types of fabric, some of this lighter stuff and then some of this darker color, because they were still trying to use up the light color while they were switching to the dark shade. Let's see what's next. Oh, this is cool. So this is a later helmet. This one's got the seam in the back, like I said, so that's how you know it's not World War II. But it's painted up like a medical lieutenant's helmet. You can see there with the stripe on the back. It definitely has post-war straps. These straps are probably from late Vietnam era, maybe even after that. A really cool item to have. Let's see what this is. Hey, a canteen. When's this one from? 1945. 1945 dated canteen. Moment of truth? I've smelled worse. It could be worse. Oh, that squeak is just awful. Jeez. Canteen cover's in pretty nice condition though. Oh yeah. Oh, no way. Olive drab number 7 bandage pouch right here. And then you can see here, this is a cartridge belt for an M1 Garand. This is also the darker color. It's called olive drab number 7. I'll look for a date on here, but I know that it was made probably towards the end of World War II or after, just based on the color of it. So it looks like the date would have been right here, and it's faded so that I can't see it. I would guess this was actually made during World War II and not after the war. It happened a bit after the war too, but I'm pretty confident to say this was made during the war. This is in really nice condition. I only had one in the lighter color, so having one in olive drab number 7 will be great to add to my collection. This was packed really well. This guy did an awesome job. Let's open up this final helmet. So this is another post-World War II helmet. I can see from this seam on the back here, but this one has a liner inside of it. It looks like probably a Korean War era liner. So this is a C-pack liner. It was made during the Korean War. It looks to be dated 1953. It's missing a couple parts, but it's a really nice liner. So this looks like either a Korean War or Vietnam era helmet. It's got the correct straps for that era too, which is pretty cool. So yeah, I'm excited to have that one for sure. I can't quite tell if this is the original paint from this helmet, but it looks like it might be, which if so, that's pretty awesome. All right guys, so here it is, all the stuff that I got together. Got those 4 helmets lined up in the back. Those are super nice. I got those smaller personal items in that burlap. That GP strap there, I kind of was able to put together. We'll see how that holds up. Then I got those 3 awesome packs, the cartridge belt with the canteen and the first aid pouch, and of course that wonderful book. I'm just kidding about that book, obviously. I'm assuming he just kept it in that pack so it didn't look empty when he was wearing it and he didn't really have anything else to put in there. But yeah, that gave me a good laugh. Huge thank you to Tyler for sending me all that awesome stuff. That was really nice of him, and it'll make a great addition to my collection. If any of you have something you want to send me, big or small, just send me a DM on my Instagram at World War Wisdom, and I'll let you know how to do that. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to World War Wisdom on YouTube. I have some huge reenactment events coming up, so you guys will have a chance to see some of that gear I just opened be put into action. Thanks guys, and I'll see you in the next one.